following presentation of the National Football League. Let's do this together, H-Town! Here are your Houston Texans!
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. C.J. was unique in that way. And that skill set has been a big part of his success. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Stroud off of play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Houston Texans. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Stroud. That's complete to the rookie out of Iowa State. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The tight end going in motion right. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. No one around. He's got space. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump back to a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Rashad White on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Got his target, it's Abu. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Complete to Cade Otton. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Play action. Here's Mayfield. And And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. We've got a screen to the running back. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be 4th and about a yard to go.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Brought down back at the
well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. To his back, Nick Chubb. On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Catch for Nico Collins. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down throw by Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
They give inside to Chubb. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Stroud now on 3rd. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker now off the play fake. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open. It beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Third down, here's Mayfield. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And they are all the way into that red zone.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Waste of time.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
To number 13.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Baker throwing again. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Mayfield to throw again. Escapes the pocket, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Baker Mayfield a touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game.
Buccaneers 7.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Pierce now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. To the air, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
From the 35 on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, third down coming. Throwing is Stroud. Has him on a quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Texans first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They just get the play off. Completes, dialing up Collins again. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A give to Chubb running left. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Kirk in motion left. On play action, here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Irvin here from the gun. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Baker out of the pistol. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. Irving on the inside give. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Right back to Irving now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Again, the ball carrier. E.J. Speed on the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking slant route, complete. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, where he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers 14, Texans 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Back at the 33-yard line.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Stroud now. Pass out quickly here to Kirk. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got a 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level, but someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Baker now from the gun. He finds Evans left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Complete to Mike Evans. A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, this is Irving. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he crosses midfield before going out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now here's Mayfield. Gets it to him on the screen. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect up. Start the series off well. And sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
To number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Baker. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. On the screen, this is White. This well into the red zone now at the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's the give to Irving. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Once again, Irving. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Tampa
The Buccaneers now lead by 10. Baker Mayfield a touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And 3 first-half rushing touchdowns for him now, Brock. He's shouldering the load for him in scoring, no doubt. But we also have to keep in mind he's very close to what could be tying or even breaking the single-game record for a QB. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
21, Texans 10.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Texans 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They go play action with Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun now for Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Shove here on 1st down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Stroud. This throw is caught. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans looking at 1st and 5. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
He was taken down behind
situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Stroud has it in close, and he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Looking way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Stroud's going to throw for it. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
A gain of 16 yards.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
Tampa Bay.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, here's Baker. He's got a man left. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Baker now off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Baker throwing again. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And you want your quarterback to, number one, find ways to score for your offense. You always tell me that, Brock. But also, he's done it more than just through the air for them. That last drive, a notable touchdown for him on the ground for the season. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Looking middle, and Godwin's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Mayfield from the gun, third down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Carry here for Irving. Juke the defender. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They give to Irving, left side. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Throwing, Baker. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the left hash, this is from 47. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Makes the score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter.
Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Out now come the Texans on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. First and 10 now from the 30. Stroud completes it quick. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bucs brought pressure and got him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. He finds Evans left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
They'll run this with Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20. And a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
4 yards.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. So he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air, Stroud. He lofts it deep left. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
The coverage by
It has been a
Zion
tough
follows.
slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the
Tommy
overall
Townsend in
illness of the day.
formation for the
So out
Texans.
now comes the punter. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is
Signal
made
for
at the
and
33-yard line.
The Bucs take over
The
first and
Buccaneers
10.
and Bucky Irving
At their
ready for
own
their next
34-yard
possession.
line.
And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a carry by Irving. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Down at the 35-yard
The only thing I
line.
can say positive about the
Brings up
execution of
second
that
down.
play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Complete to
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just great
First
instincts.
down,
Go air it out
Tampa
on
Bay.
second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
9 yards.
In theory, Kate, that's
It's second
exactly
down.
what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. This finds Evans, complete. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress
Complete to
already.
number 13, Mike Evans. It's a gain of 20. And a Buccaneer first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the
He's
stop.
tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going with Irving here. Jukes out a one-stop. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
The
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
McLaughlin attack on the
lining
extra
up for the
point.
point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 24-point ball game.
Texans 10.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They just get the play off. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Houston Texans.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. Man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those sort of...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's got it, it's in close. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2.
The Texans will
They
line
send him
up for
straight
a
over the
two-point
middle.
conversion.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Irvin here from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Right back to Irving now. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Mayfield now from the gun. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Collins there to grab it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
From the 48. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's a loss of
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the gun, Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Trying to push this past the marker. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give them 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Stroud throwing here on first. He's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
It's a gain of 11.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Stroud from the pistol. On the move, headed right. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 17. Completed to Collins. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
14 yards. That's good for an H-down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Chubb trying to run his way in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate. But look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 23.
Here's White on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
A 6-yard pickup.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Finds the in route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Irving on the inside give. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Godwin, the man in motion left. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
The give for the first time to Rashad White. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They bring the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Running on 2nd with White. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still third down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Sending the tight end in motion left. Here he is on third and long. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Rashad White. A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers up by 11. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
First and 10.
The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he'll get it up to the 27. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 27-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air, Stroud. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down throw by Stroud. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now it's Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's gonna be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Again, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
7-yard gain.
That's good for 7 yards.
That's good for a
And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Pass complete to Nico Collins. It's a pickup of 6.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.